Welcome to our Funday Monday question for April 2016, and this is actually the answer. And this month we did a little different in that we actually asked you to share one of your pranks for April Fools that either has been done for you or you have done on somebody. And for us here in Kincardine, actually April Fools is continuing on because we're still getting snow. And there's still snow in the forecast for the next several days, although it's actually raining a little bit today. So we had limited number of people participate this time.
As a matter of fact, we had 8.
Ooh, and those people shared some of the stories that they had compared to 30 and 35 people usually that guess something. So I guess we need to go back to a guessing thing. Some of the ones that we actually had was a mother who left the plastic on the cheese slices when she would actually send lunches to school so the kids would bite into it when they were at school. And one person responded that their husband wasn't very nice to them when they had had problems with cattle, neighbors' cattle coming into their fields, and he woke her up very early one morning yelling, get up, the cattle are in the corn, they're trampling the corn." She got dressed in a hurry and downstairs to realize it was April and there was no corn yet. We had a young lady who, more than 60 years ago, was a young lady, still young at heart, and she was the smallest in her class and the youngest, so she was voted to actually sit under the teacher's desk, and when the teacher came back into the room, she could tickle her legs and pretend there was something on her legs, and she said she didn't get kicked on that, so she remembers that. We had one lady that used to draw happy faces on little post-it notes, and then she'd actually stick them onto the bottom of the mouse. And so when people would come in to jiggle their mouse, nothing would happen. They'd jiggle it again and a third time and then look to see what happened, and then they'd have the happy face there and then say April Fools. Even crueler is putting actually plastic tape across that. That is mean, though. We had one lady actually that years ago was a nurse, and she saran wrapped the toilet, and she would do that because she always worked the night shift. And this one time she did it, so it was all usually ladies that were on the shift, and they'd sit down and they'd feel the cold saran wrap on their butt, and that was it. Except this one night there was a male attendant came in from an ambulance call, and he went to the bathroom first, and we'll say when he was standing there, the results were not very pretty for that nurse to go in and look after. And then we had one person that actually said, well, there was a joke one time, and they heard it on the radio, and they thought it was a joke, and people started talking about it at work, and then they found out it wasn't a joke, that one of the landmarks in their community was having a name change, and they were really surprised about that. So those were some of the ones that were shared with us. So this month for our draw.
So you have a pretty good chance if you're one of the 8 people.
Oh, I get to try again, do I? And the winner is Carol Sear. Congratulations, Carol. She was the tickler. And we will get this to you when we see you in a couple of weeks back in Kincardine here. So on that happy note,
have a great month.
that's right, and we'll talk to you in May, with no snow, hopefully.